When you think of chicken farms, you probably think of chickens crammed in cages no bigger than an A4 sheet of paper. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization, in 2023, 34.4 billion chickens were raised globally. Most of the chickens are forced to lay eggs up to 300 per year in these harsh conditions. A world where chickens roam freely, living in harmony with nature, may seem like a utopian fantasy, but it's a reality in parts of China. In Yangshan, Guangdong Province, mountainous regions, a unique method of raising chickens has been in operation for many years among the various free-range breeds thriving in Yangshan. The Yangshan chicken is renowned as one of Guangdong's 8 finest breeds. Yangshan chickens are muscular and easily distinguishable by their distinctive plumage, featuring a blend of 3 shades of yellow thanks to their organic corn diet. They reach maturity after 4 to 5 months of roaming the hills and usually weigh in around 2.5 to 3 kilograms. Apart from Yangshan chickens, other chicken breeds capable of living at altitudes from 800 to 1,500 meters above sea level are also raised in these high hills and mountains. The stark contrast between free-range and caged chicken farming lies in the birds' living conditions. Free-range chickens spend their lives roaming open hills, basking in the sun, and foraging for food. A natural existence that promotes their physical and mental well-being. However, they don't produce many eggs, usually only around 100 to 120 eggs a year, and they are also smaller in size, weighing around 40 to 45 grams each. But all of their eggs are tastier and have a higher level of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals. The more active chickens also produce a more flavorful and firmer meat that turns bright yellow when cooked. The journey of mountain chicken farming begins with high-quality eggs from a reputable hatchery or breeding farm. The ideal temperature for incubation is around 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit. With humidity levels ranging from 55 to 70%, it takes around 21 days for the chicks to hatch. In large-scale hatching operations such as this one in Mingshui County, Heilongjiang Province, China, up to 400,000 chicks are hatched yearly. You see, the demand truly increased because this place used to only hatch 70,000 chicks just 5 years ago. Once hatched, the chickens are typically transferred to brooder pens, normally located in a windproof and well-ventilated sheltered area. Before welcoming the newborn chicks, farmers line the pens with 7 to 10 centimeters of disinfected chaff or straw in order to provide insulation and warmth. The pen measures around 3 square meters and will fit 100 chicks. During the first 2 to 3 weeks, chicks are unable to regulate their body temperature effectively, so continuous lighting will keep them warm enough to eat and drink. Farmers will offer them clean, lukewarm water mixed with chick electrolyte supplements and 6 to 8 small meals per day. The chicks are still very weak, so farmers will keep everything clean, wash their troughs twice a day, and also give them medicine as prescribed by veterinarians. As chicks grow, organic food sources such as greens and forage are also provided in order to get them used to the food on the mountain. On a favorable day, the chickens are released onto the hills early in the morning, where they spend almost all of their day. Farmers follow and live stream them to build an online customer base in order to increase sales. The hills where the chickens roam are dotted with trees, providing ample shade and opportunity for the birds to perch, play, and even catch insects. The diet of free-range chickens is as diverse as their surroundings, and are fed outdoors like this. In the summer, Farmers hardly feed them because there is so many grasshoppers around. Some farmers get creative and encourage their chickens to run more by feeding them behind a moving car like this. Studies from Our World in Data have shown that free-range chickens experience 57 to 70% less pain and suffering compared to their caged counterparts. Recognizing the benefits of free-range practices, the EU plans to ban the use of any cage by 2027. To encourage egg-laying, farmers construct simple nests using bamboo, wood, or leaves. In the mountainous regions of Xinjiang in northern China, over 50,000 chickens roam across 200 hectares of hills, laying their eggs in approximately 30 chicken barns built right there on the mountaintops. Their barns and sleeping areas are often designed like this to save space and mimic the mountainous terrain. While most chickens prefer to lay their eggs in their nests, a few may choose to lay them under trees or just right here on the ground like this. To ensure no eggs are missed, farmers diligently check the barns and roaming areas to collect the eggs one by one, 2 times a day. Farmers with around 7,000 chickens can yield up to 9,400 eggs each day. Despite their large numbers, manual labor remains high in order to provide jobs for the locals in rural areas. Once collected, the eggs undergo a simple inspection and sorting process. To preserve the natural protective layer on the eggshell, they are only lightly cleaned. Workers carefully place the eggs into cardboard or plastic trays, ensuring that they are well protected during transportation. These trays are then loaded onto trucks and delivered to local markets and pre-ordered customers. Large-scale free-range egg producers often have their own on-site packing facilities capable of packaging up to 74,000 eggs from all the nearby farms. These fresh, high-quality eggs are then distributed to the supermarkets and retail outlets, where consumers are willing to pay a premium price, typically $3 to $4 per dozen. Caged eggs may cost as little as $125 to $2 per dozen. When weather conditions are unfavorable, such as extreme heat or cold, the chickens are brought indoors to ensure their comfort and well-being is maintained. While indoors, large barns still provide them with enough room to stretch their legs, perch on platforms, and interact with each other. A typical free-range chicken barn can comfortably house around 600 chickens. Some farmers prepare fresh feed daily, combining locally grown ingredients from the hills with feed pellets. And of course, regular clean water is a must for these active chickens. The location of free-range farms is carefully chosen to minimize the risk of predation. However, in some cases, natural predators such as hawks and foxes may pose a threat. To protect their chickens, farmers remove bushes and predators' potential hiding places around the barn. They also build sturdy fences and regularly check the surrounding areas for signs of predator activity, and if predators are caught, they will be sold or eaten. The exact weight at harvest varies depending on the breed, but free-range chickens typically weigh between 1.8 and 2.4 kilograms. While lighter than their caged raised counterparts, free-range chickens have more muscle mass and less fat. Chickens are selectively caught on the hills and transported to the local slaughterhouse. In large-scale operations on this farm, chickens are harvested in batches and transported to facilities on cool days to minimize stress and heat shock. With a capacity to process up to 15,000 chickens per hour, these facilities ensure a smooth and timely operation. Chickens are stunned either using gas or electrified water baths to render them unconscious. The chickens are then bled, passed through a hot water bath at around 55 degrees Celsius, which loosens their feathers, which are then removed using an automated feather removal machine. The legs and internal organs are then removed and packaged separately. The carcasses undergo multiple washing stages to ensure thorough cleaning and sanitation. Many processing plants offer whole chickens packaged with their internal organs. These whole chickens are typically sold at around $9.23 per kilogram. For those who prefer convenience, chickens can also be cut into various parts and packaged in trays. These pre-cut portions offer consumers a quick and easy way to prepare chicken meals.